Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Having to start the opening pan zoomed all the way back over here so the clouds cover more of our beautiful city as we can... you know what? No, I take that back. Cover more of our beautiful cities, plural. We are expanding, folks. We've gone across the river finally. You can see the dirt... road that leads people to the bridge that's being built. Now, I've seen some requests about converting that bridge to not a prefab bridge, but perhaps one made of, you know, some more pretty looking materials. I suppose we can do that. I suppose we can make an adjustment over here and make sure it's a bit more of a beautiful sight. But yes, it's happening. It is finally happening. We're fording the river. And we've already started building our initial plans for the farmlands on the coast over here. There's a lot of work to be done over here, actually. And oh my god, what is this nastiness? That is not smooth at all. That needs to be fixed. Oh, that's terrible. But nonetheless, actually, it'll be covered by wheat soon enough. There's a lot of work to be done, folks, today. And I hope you're strapped in and ready to, well, hopefully enjoy it. As always, if you have been enjoying this series thus far and you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Not only do I look at the likes and comments to ascertain interest in a certain series and see if I should keep it going or if I should slow it down, but I also do read through all of the comments to see your suggestions, your feedback, your thoughts, and everything else related to, you know, running a YouTube channel and playing a playthrough. So, let's not waste too much time over here. Let's go ahead and get things started, I guess. The first thing I want to do is something that was pointed out in the comments, and I know this is the right thing to do, but I often just ignore it, and here's why. So with the rail construction, rather, not the train construction, the rail construction, first of all, yes, I've got two. I don't just have the one, I've got two of them. I don't think I need more right now. The reason why things get stuck is because, for example, a constructor will come down to here, they'll build a little bit, and then they'll get stuck in this section because these are all one-ways headed in that direction, and they're not able to get back to where they came from. And the solution to that is to flip these to be two-way connections, but then I either have to make everything a two-way connection all the way back to the construction office, or I have to build a temporary crossing that allows the vehicle to come back to the correct side. I mean, I suppose, you know what, I suppose it would not be a bad idea to do that. Let's do a wood-based railway so we can actually see it very clearly. Go ahead and, like, connect you over to here, and we can actually pay for you because it'll be pretty cheap. So we can do something like that. Did I just set all of my tracks to auto-build? I better not have. Well, let's find out. 3.2 mil is where we're at? No, okay, we did not. I always worry about auto-building way more than I actually wanted to. But yes, this is what I wanted to auto-build, so good stuff there. Now, hopefully, what we can do here is, yes, go ahead and make all of these into two ways, and so we should never have an issue over here again. This should be a chain, actually. I'm gonna take some cleaning up afterwards. Make you a... There we go. Make you a two-way as well, because again, they're going to have to go all the way down this track. I'll have to do the same thing on the other side as well, but I'll do that once construction starts on that track. So let's just do that for now. Let's see if that helps us. And it should. Basically now, the vehicle should come down to here, keep building, and then when it goes back, it'll have this path to take so that it can return to that section. Now, I do want to make sure we get a chain semaphore, I believe, over here. Make sure this stays unbothered when a vehicle is constructing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that to make sure it's working as intended. And then down over here as well, we do have the crossing done already, so we shouldn't have any issue with that. We'll see though. I mean, we've made some good progress over here, actually. We made some good progress over here. Anyway, so that's the train stuff taken care of, I should hope. I also should hope that our bus issues have been solved as well. It certainly looks a lot cleaner over here, but God knows how many buses are going back and forth to the wrong waypoints. I can't believe I cacked that up, but hopefully we've got it solved already. And if not, hopefully we'll solve it soon. One thing that's been concerning me lately is the number of workers that come up over here. And also these construction sites not building anything. So, okay, first of all, with regards to the workers that come up over there, that'll hopefully be solved with all this being completed. And what I'm actually going to do is assign some of these constructions to some of these construction sites. Because why not? Why not? Go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and get you doing the same thing as well. Let's go ahead and assign you, and you, just to get it done. Now, some of you were pointing out that what happens is having the vehicles on top like this, or assigning the vehicles to be on top like this, actually gets in the way of proper automation. It sounds like what I need to do is just have these trucks, but not actually have the vehicles loaded, because the game will automatically load them now that I have vehicles that are big enough. Supposedly. It seems as though I have to sell one of these. I don't have enough space for everything to be unloaded, unfortunately. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and unload... Well, let's go ahead and sell one of you. I guess we don't need that many of you. Bit of a waste of funds, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and unload you as well. We'll keep the rest as they are. There's another spot right there. Something can... Oh, I guess it's out on duty right now, so to speak. Okay, so that's that. Over here, is anything loaded up? No. Do any of you have? Yeah, you have some of these things loaded up. Can I actually unload you? Yeah, I can. And what about over here? I don't think we have enough room. We do. Okay. There's another spot. Okay. So hopefully, to your point, I totally get what you're saying. So basically, in theory, now the game goes, okay, this is a truck that can carry this thing, so put it on and then move out. However, unfortunately, the game does have an issue where it doesn't bring them back. It only takes them to their destination. So I do hope that starts working properly, because it has been painful seeing the the slowdown and whatnot. Ooh, has this road been completed? It seems as though it has. Okay, good stuff. So now it's time to assign some more road construction over here. Go ahead and upgrade you and you as well. Go ahead and get you, and get you. Hopefully that'll be built okay, and then we'll go ahead and bring people over. We have to forcibly remove people, so they only move themselves if the new location is within walking distance, which means that I'm going to have to pull them here, which, fair enough, whatever. That's not the end of the world. We can do that. And we'll have to organize buses, and we'll have to organize the arrival of, food and whatnot to this store over here. Now I'm starting to wonder again if I should actually have built like a warehouse or something. Too late now, one could say. Hopefully this isn't... I want this area to be quaint. I want it to be quaint, so hopefully it's not going to get too busy. But I think we're good to hit play on our timer. We can move forward while we're, developing our plans for over here. The one thing that I need to do is I might need to spend some money on flattening terrain and stuff, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. We've got so much. On which note, we're at 3.2 million. Our finances this year, or this month, sorry, aren't that great. And if I'm completely honest, this year, even though it's doing all right now, is probably going to start plummeting as we start to develop the second city of ours, or town, or village, or whatever we want to call it. For now, it's going to be a bit of a town. The city part of it's coming later. But let's see if we can't sustain our growth at the same time. We've got enough people coming up here. We've got enough steel being produced. We've got enough mechanical components being produced as well, which should really help keep our economy floating. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. I think that's all the speech giving I have to do. Let's go ahead and kick things off. And yeah, money's dropping right now, obviously, because why wouldn't it? But yeah, we got some exports on the way. A good 31k over there. Where is the money going, actually? I'm very curious what we're importing so heavily. Iron ore and coal. Coal is still being imported, eh? Iron ore being imported is a bit of a joke. Oh, I guess we're importing it to here. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I understand that I'm not able to supply enough for everybody, but to be paying for iron ore while we're... Oh, weird. The game just decided to, like, minimize on me. Anyway, I don't understand why we should pay for ore when we're capped up over here, so I'm gonna stop that. I could do some exporting, actually. That's how much ore we have. I could start exporting it just with some trucks. Just to make a little bit of extra income. And what else are we paying for? Coal. Now, where are we importing coal? Electronics, fair enough, at the stores. But why are we importing coal? Are you seriously? Got a lot of ore coming through. Like, if I were to cancel your imports, you seriously not get any from over here? Huh. Really? That's ridiculous. That this isn't just going to both areas. Well, let me see what happens when this drains completely. Because that's kind of silly otherwise. You'd expect it to use both of these. There we go. Okay, so when it gets low enough, it starts pulling it. Great. Okay, fine. That's fine by me. As long as it works. As long as we don't suddenly lose power. So that should stop the import of... Whoops. The import of coal, I should hope. Yeah, so now it's electronics, a little bit of gravel here and there. Where are we importing gravel to? Well, fair enough. It's not the end of the world. The gravel's probably coming directly to here. Yeah. We do need a little bit of that. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so on the topic of gravel, we need to consider our construction situation. Now here, right. I am building a prefab bridge. Now, some of you were suggesting something fancier, maybe a concrete bridge. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Or a brick bridge. Max speed on the concrete bridge is higher. And I suppose it would look prettier. So we could swap this out. Since that seems to be the popular request, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and pause, though. I want to make sure it's paused while we demolish you. And you. And you. Go ahead and make you out of concrete. There you go. And let's make sure we're nicely lined up, too, of course. It would be a shame if we weren't. Get you as high as possible. Pull you as far down as possible. And go straight down. Yep. And connect. Cool. And I swear that better be tall enough for ships to pass underneath. It should be. Okay, let's go ahead and start get that built. All right, cool. So as that's happening, as all this is going on, and as our imports have hopefully been reduced a little bit, let's always remember to keep an eye out on why. Why are you stuck? Where are you trying to go? Why can't you get there? I'm trying to get to here. It is a two-way. You're completely free. Nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you. Let's just check something here. Yeah, even the lights are all good. Do I need to make something into a chain? Is there a break for some reason? No, you're all clear. This stuff's goofy sometimes. Go ahead and do that. We'll see if that stays that way or if it does fix up. So that's starting to become a bit of a pain. All right, back down to here. So, lots of comments in the comments, lots of suggestions and thoughts in the comments, and I agree with many of them. Well, rather, I agree with, I think, all of them. It's just a matter of how we tackle some of the things that were being suggested. So, some of you are suggesting that it is okay, it's perfectly fine to import some resources from our Soviet brethren as needed for the establishment of this city, this yet-to-be-named city. And those of you that are wondering how I actually go about picking names, because I did see that asked, I just wait until there's a bunch of suggestions, and I go with what kind of feels right based on how the city has developed, or based on what the city's intent was. So, you know, like, for example, Trainwrecksky felt right because of what was going on at the time. Vecherinkagrad's good. Farminsky, obvious connection. Rostinsky, again, kind of obvious connection. So, if you have a name for the districts of this new city or the city itself, keep them coming, and, you know, feel free to supply multiples, because I'm always excited to have more suggestions. Okay, now, there was the suggestion of getting a central storage area where we can get a bunch of resources, just a bunch of warehouses, basically. And I do not disagree with that suggestion whatsoever, but I don't think it should be, I mean, I guess it could be out over here. We will be getting track connecting parallel to this road over here, probably on this side, and I could have the train coming out this way. That, I think, would be the best. We'd make this into a T-junction, I suppose. Cross over this way and then pull down south. Or we'd have the T-junction over here, come down south and follow the bridge. Yeah, okay, either of those would work. And we could build an entire, like, warehouse area over here, I suppose. Warehouses, loading docks, things like that, to make sure that trains are able to, you know, do all their business over here, so to speak. Drop off resources and stuff as well. The only concern I have with that is that it's not going to be very central. So anytime we have a construction project going on down over, all the way over here, that has a long trek to make to pick up resources. Now that could be our first of many depots, right? One over here, where the warehouse loads up on a bunch of stuff, and then another one like down over here that we'd use for the construction of our city. I mean, It's tough. It's a tough thing to manage. I wish sometimes that this game you could pause the day-night cycle. Because on the one hand, I want time to go forward, but on the other hand, I want more light to plan my city with. Okay, looks like this thing is progressing. I'm just gonna at night I'm gonna see how this progresses. Looks like you're doing okay over here, right? And let's go ahead and continue to make you a one-way. Let's see what happens. Once this finishes, hopefully this entire section of track, it should pull back and flip over to that correct side. Seems like the passenger trains and all are moving smoothly enough. No issues over there. Hopefully they're going to keep going even further. Nah, it's not going to go past. Yeah, of course not. It's going to pull back. Didn't even finish this one. Okay, you're going to pass through. Yeah, you're going to switch on over to that side. There we go. Good. Good stuff. Where's our other vehicle? You're coming through over here, and you shouldn't have any trouble down here. Good stuff. Construction's going at a decent pace. We're not seeing too much stoppage or anything either. You're picking up a bunch of workers over here, but are you picking up enough? Yeah, I guess. And what's the deal over here? Are these roads done? Oh, they are done. I wanted to see... oh, did I auto-build them? I may have auto-built them by mistake. Oh, well. Oh, well. Now, these construction sites need more construction offices. Go ahead and assign you to here. Let's assign you to this. Go ahead and get you assigned here as well. I want to get some of these buildings done ASAP. So that actually gets them going. Alright, cool. So this is happening. This is all good. This is all moving smoothly. You're fine. I think we're making good money still. 3.29. I forget exactly what number we started at now, which is on me. Lots of workers coming through. More than maybe necessary over here. Lots of chemicals we can start exporting. Fabric is being done at a decent pace. Clothes are being done at a decent pace, but we have a truck in here. Yep. Loading up to take it to the shopping center. Okay. Just keeping an eye on all the moving pieces. There are so many moving pieces. And actually, now that this is done, I should really get on this, shouldn't I? Okay, well, let's go ahead and get Trainwreck fully operational. What do I need to do here? I need to get food and meat and clothes. So this shouldn't be a problem for one truck to do. I want it to have a longer path so it's not pulling back and forth as often. So let's go ahead and over here, we're going to go ahead and purchase, let's see. Or, I mean, actually, you know what? It's not so easy. It's easier said than done, really. To say, oh, one truck will take care of everything. So, food and clothes. Or 8. I mean, can we do 9 tons? Let's see. Covered hull. Right? 9 tons. I need something that has empty weighted. No, I need something that has a full weight of 9 tons. But it's weird because different things take different amounts of space. Let's see. I mean, right now, honestly, this is feeling like the right call. Let's try it with this, okay? Let's go ahead and purchase one of you. You are going to start here, where you're going to pick up food. We need to get a pub down here, actually. We don't have a pub down here. But that's fine. We'll add one to the side over here or something. So you're going to pick up food over there. And you're going to also pick up... We can't pick up meat, right? It's going to be food, and then you're going to go... I was trying to figure this out. Just trying to figure this out. What I want to do first. Clothes we can pick up directly from the factory, I suppose. Or from the warehouse. The warehouse is too far away. Okay, so... You're going to... go here and pick up food. Then you're going to go here and pick up clothes. I wish you wouldn't check everything when you're going to like a clothing factory. And then you're going to go... This is going to be... What, 50%? And this is going to be another 50%. And then you're going to go here to unload everything. And you're going to wait until you're unloaded. Let's go ahead and start that. Alright, so that's food and clothes done. Then meat. 1 ton is all we can do, so let's go ahead and get refrigeration. 1 ton, 1 ton, 1.8. Sure. We're gonna start right up over here. Load up. Yep. Go down here. Unload. Whoops, no. Down here, unload. Wait until unloaded. Begin. We should be able to supply food, clothing, and meat over here. And to check, we're going to go ahead and stop the import of all of them. Electronics, of course, we have to import still. Now, unfortunately, I did forget to build a pub over here. I thought I built a restaurant or something here, but I guess not. We do have other options, because of the mods, of course. Yeah, I could have sworn I built or at least I thought about building a restaurant over here. I guess I never got around to it, which is too bad. But not the end of the world. We can go ahead and tuck you in somewhere like here. Try to, you know, match the other side, basically. So we have to lift this up a little bit. Try and flatten this if possible. Without overdoing it, I want to try and get to a point where we're not just having like Plateau City, basically. Where's our restaurant? There you are. Need flat terrain still. Okay. Terrain height from center. There we go. I don't know if that's enough, actually. Still not, eh? Still a little bit further out. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. There we go. Don't mind a little bit. A little bit's okay. Almost there. Almost there. First deliveries are arriving here. Pause it for a second here, please. If you don't mind, I would like to make sure that those deliveries are exactly what I need them to be. The restaurant over here. Come on. Oh, we're so close. Wait. Yeah, we're close. Close. That should do the trick, hopefully. Oh my god. Honestly, sometimes it's just like, just let it be, game. Just let it be. Or at least, like, let it be faster. That would work for me as well. At least now I've memorized what the restaurant's listed. Flattening up there. My god, game. There we go. That'll do the trick. How much longer until I, like, completely lose my mind? Come on, 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 come on. Where now? Just sworn it was all green. Oh. No. What, come, okay. There's got to be a spot here somewhere, right? There we go. Can I rotate here? Yes, I can, ever so slightly. Alright, I'll take that. Take this spot over here that you were giving me. Go ahead and flatten this train a little bit. I wonder if I can rotate it after I flatten. Probably not. Oh, yes, ever so slightly. But then we don't get the road connection. I don't want to risk that. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. And I do like that it's a restaurant rather than just a pub. Feels more fitting for like a small town, you know. The local local place to eat. Okay, you're being built hopefully, and you're being built hopefully as well. And once this is done, we'll have to adjust this. So let's see. So 4 tons of food being brought in and 1.8 tons of meat. You're gonna stay put until it's all loaded up. No one here to actually buy it. So I think it's time to move some people over and have a fully operational train wreck ski. So let's go ahead and just get we have a lot of intelligent individuals. Let's go ahead and pick up some of the educated individuals and put them here so they can staff up the schools. Am I even? Yes, I am. Okay, fantastic. Slow it down again. Oh, we have such a population. Okay, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get a couple people from here. See, this is all working. Imagine just one day being told you have to move to the nearby like village or whatever. Imagine that. It's like, no, yeah, no option. Hopefully those houses will fill back up quickly. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I want to see if these houses fill up. Yeah, they'll fill up pretty quickly because we've got a lot of people who are living with their parents still. That number should drop. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Relocate a bunch more of you as well. Got a couple of you over here. This is our like smarty pants house. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Filling up. Very, very populated over here now. Very busy. Full staff over here. Lots of doctors. Good stuff. This is gonna start getting super active soon, which is good. All right, this is great. All right, fantastic. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go ahead and move more of you folks over there. Go ahead and pick some up from this house as well. A bunch of you guys in there. Oh, let's pick some up from over here. There we go. Good blend. 100 plus across the board. Again, they're eventually going to have like kids and stuff as well, and I want to make sure there's room for them. But lots of these people are going to be going to these bus stops and looking for places to work. So let's go ahead and split some things up. So we got the wood cutting post, the chemical plant, the clothing factory. Is that all we're serving over here? What about the plastics factory? This needs chemical, oil, and that's it. It needs chemicals and oil. So we could actually import oil. Just a little bit of oil. And make plastics, and we can export the plastics. Like, I don't see why not, right? Go ahead and add. Oh, that's because I haven't, there. Put up to 50. I don't need to, like, stress it. Just put it up to 50. And then what we're gonna do is, maybe we're gonna get a bus. Like, let's see. What's the walking distance over here? You can actually get right up to there. I wouldn't mind having some buses. Let's see if we can get a nice bus that pulls a bunch of people. Again, it's going to be relatively frequent. Look at them go, though. Look at them go. There's so many people coming up over here as well, I think. All right, so hold on. There's a couple of things I need to do with this activation, right? Lots of people able to come here. People are being bussed in. I don't think we can actually reach the clothing factory from here. Let's go ahead and get you moving all the workers over to here. That's where I want you going, right? So that's, well, actually, that's too much. Move some over here. And then you, I think I do want all of you staffing the local area. Sure. So you're able to reach pretty far. I almost want this bus stop to be used more. Go ahead and do a little split over here, right? We'll see how this works out. I don't think I need that many people at the train station. Now what I do need, though, is I need a bus that takes, say, sure, 135 passengers. And I need that bus to do what? I need that bus to do this. I need to go to here and then to here. And that's it. Bring in all the passengers and drop them all off over there. When I say passengers, I mean workers. Right? That's it. That's all we got to do. We got to keep ferrying people back and forth, and then from there, they will spread out to all of their working destinations. The wood cutting post, the chemical plant, the clothing factory, and the plastic factory. No one's going to the fabric factory from here, and I think I'm fine with that. We can reach it, but I don't think I need to. Right? So that's one thing. The other thing is this vehicle. Now you go all the way back to this platform, don't you? No, you do not. You just go to here. Where are you right now? You're at Voskal Medium, okay? You're gonna pick up a bunch, or you're headed there right now, sorry. You're headed there right now. And on your way back, you drop people off over here, then you go to Trainreksky. No, I don't want that one. I want the one that goes to Farminsky, sorry. The one that goes to Farminsky, passenger, not cargo. Though arguably, you know, one could say they're one and the same. You go to Veterinkagrad train platform, which is this one. But you start at this one. You're the one that does this loop. Okay, so from this train platform, what if we add this as a stop where more people get in? Unload everybody over there, so this should help. Right, so that train comes from here, goes around the loop, drops everybody off over here, comes down to here, picks everybody up, and then goes down to here. I might need a new train that just ferries between these two spots. I might need to do that. But for now, we're going to experiment with this. So you keep going down there. Wait, actually, no, you're headed this way right now. Let's get you over to train platform. Okay, cool. All right, see how that works out for us. Should be okay. Yeah, you're gonna get greenlit. Come through. A fair number of workers over here. Good bit of spread going on over here. I mean, plastics. How much can you export plastics for? I know I want to use a lot of it for myself, but I don't have the industries that need it just yet. We can export it for quite a bit of money. Not as much as clothes, funnily enough, or as much as chemicals. Or electronics, for that matter. Now, if I were to build my own electronics, electronic components requires plastics and steel and chemicals. Electronics themselves require mechanical components, electronic components, and plastics. Okay, okay. Something to consider. Something to consider. Did you just pick up 16 workers over here? Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see how this plays out. Lots of passengers waiting over here. I'm curious what they're looking for. Curious what they're looking for. Down over here, food. Yeah, food and meat over here shouldn't be a problem. Hey, it's great to see all the little ants running around over here. Bus is coming through, gonna pick people up. Yeah, this is fully operational train Rexkey. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. In some ways, I think I've overdone it. Got all these construction offices assigned here. I wonder if any of them are actually using their vehicles appropriately. I can see them bringing resources over. But what about the actual, you know, rollers and stuff? I wouldn't be surprised if they're not getting any action. And then down over here, how's this construction progressing? Seems as though material has been dropped off, so that's good. And yeah, it looks like construction is progressing. Good, good, good. Oh, so you have been... You did get stuck over here. That's probably because these aren't two-ways. There you go. Just made them two-ways from the start. I mean, hey, you live and you learn. Sometimes, I guess, you just gotta build the, what's the word I'm looking for? The little track that allows your construction vehicles to cross over. Now, hopefully you're able to pull back. Yeah, you're able to pull back. Okay, good stuff. Are we making progress over here? Seems as though we are. Gotten past this junction. Good stuff. Good stuff. I am curious, though, about the flow of passengers over to Farminsky. I need it to be a bit more consistent. And I'm wondering, that's why I'm wondering about another set of trains. Now, many of you were pointing out, actually, that the reason that trains were getting stuck over here is because of the length of my semaphores. They're not long enough for vehicles to get through. I don't know if they're getting trapped over here. I'll have to keep an eye on that the next time it happens. But I guess that's the problem. I could get rid of some of these, I suppose. That should solve the problem, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. But as we know, I very well could be. I very well could be. Alright, so that seems to have been sorted. This is working. This is working. Oh, hey, look. It's happening. I'm glad we caught it. I'm glad we caught it happening. Good stuff. So they are being brought in, and that's saving us a lot of time. Only 7 workers waiting there, eh? Wow. I guess I was overestimating how much gusto people would have about going to the train station up there. Fair enough. And then from here, I guess people are just walking on up to... I don't need anybody walking up to this bus stop. I guess they know not to go there. It's not a place to work. That's fine. Should be, at least. Alright, very cool. I'm glad to see that's working. Alright, so back down to here. As I was saying, Do I have a storage depot over there that all the resources get dropped off at, and that becomes like a redistribution center? Because then it could go this way, it could go this way, it could go this way, right? It's kind of centralized. Sure, you know what? That sounds sensible to me. That sounds sensible to me. So let's go ahead and put down some electrified railway over here, just so we have a reference point as to how we're going to build our, tracks. This is going to go side by side. I mean, maybe that's a little too close, right? You don't ever want to drive that close to a train. Maybe like over here. And this isn't according to the wireframe, so we're going to use the road to be a reference of parallel. There we go, something like up to there. That seems straight to me, I suppose. I don't know, it's a little off. It's a little off, but I don't think I'm ever going to get it perfect, so I don't think I should bother trying. Like something like that. Yeah, you know what, that seems closer. It also seems closer, as in like to the road, but that's fine. So from there, we'd probably want to do like, now yes, it's going to be dual tracks. I'm not going to pretend like we can do it with a single track over here. It's going to get busy. So how are we going to play this? This is going to be like, am I going to make like a roundabout over here? See, that's the thing with like warehouses and stuff is, there are only so many factory entry points and exit points. So if this is going to be a construction site hub, right? How many warehouses do we really need? We've got this giant warehouse that can store crop, food, chemicals, okay, electronics, mechanical components. That sounds like more of a warehouse that needs to go up over here. That's more of an industrial warehouse. We don't need an industrial warehouse. We need a construction warehouse, sort of. So more like an open storage and an aggregate storage. The other thing I was considering is that we could probably get our own gravel up over here, right? If we take a look at the gravel quarries, I imagine, yeah, there's a fair bit of rock, so we can actually get our own gravel over here. This part of our nation can be pretty self-sustaining. We can get gravel up over here as well. A lot of good spots for gravel. That's another thing to consider, is what can we do over here? The gravel processing plant as well. We can get some direct connections. We can definitely get 3 gravel mines over here. Gravel quarries over here, so that's not a problem. We can get 3 over here as well, so we'd like load it up over here. There's no track or anything. They're all outputs, aren't they? Yeah, they're all outputs. We have to drive from the quarries into here, and then the output could drive, you know what I mean, could take the actual gravel to a warehouse over here. So I'm just like planning this right now. Like, if we get this over here, and we get all the gravel set up over there, it just seems like a premature spot for a storage area. Like, this would be a better spot, I think. Right, so the track would come down to here. This is where all the storage would happen. The roads would have to come down here as well. We have warehouses. We have large aggregate storages. That seems like a more logical way to go about it. To me, at least. Here we have our unloading as well. Okay. This has to be like a whole complex. Like, I might need to build an entire... I'm almost feeling like I'm playing Transport Fever now. Transport Fever 2 at least, where I'm like making a modular train station. So I'm going to get back to that in just 1 second. I just want to do a quick double check on the situations over here. So we do have some workers over there still, so that's good. Trains are still moving smoothly, so that's good. It's a busy part of town. Food and meat is still available over here. Rather, not just available, it's plentiful. Clothes as well. Are you emptied out? You are emptied out of clothes. People here should not be left wanting. Culture. Unable to get meat. You literally gotta just walk a little bit, man. Pub or tavern. Hopefully that'll be solved soon. And many of them can't participate in any sports. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon as well. Fair enough. Okay, workers being picked up. Going through. Like, I mean, I guess we saw how far people are willing to travel for a game of football, so I guess I could keep a passenger train or 2 Yeah, see, every once in a while, these guys are just gonna walk through without caring for, getting picked up by a truck. Well, let's see, what's the best value over here? Everything's 90 kilometers per hour. Go ahead and get you, I suppose. Just the one. It's a small town. We don't need too many. And then down over here, actually, the conversation continues about upgrading these roads. The conversation continues. And you know what? I mean, these are emptying out a little bit faster now. So I think I'm comfortable where we are at the moment. Wish these tractors would move quicker. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted again. And again. Alright. Back down to here. Jeez. You can probably tell I'm a little concerned, or like nervous / concerned about how we're going to build this up. But let's go ahead and dive on in with both feet, right? So gravel quarry. What is the ratio here? So 82 tons of gravel is produced out of 120 tons of quarried stone. You daily per worker. Okay, but how many workers can you actually... 40 workers, 3.5 tons per worker. So at max, we get 120. At max, we get 120. Which is exactly what we need for one processing plant. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So a 1-to-1 ratio works, apparently, as long as we can keep a constant flow of goods. So if I go ahead and build you up over here, let's say, I'm wondering... Because this is a huge tract of land. Even just building that far is going to take time. But hold on again, just trying to measure here. Like, this is a pretty massive distance, but then again, so is this. And we're traveling that regularly to make construction happen, so you know what? I think maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm overly worried. Let's go ahead and do this. I apologize. I'm sure many of you are yelling at your screens like, just put down the damn buildings. Just put them down. Oh, we're doing it, folks. We're doing it. I think we've got a sweet spot over here. That seems like a decent spot. I want to go ahead and... I need a free excavator. Of course I need a free excavator. Auto build to flatten. Over here. Hopefully it's not too expensive. It is a giant mountainside, so it might end up being kind of pricey. And plus I gotta figure out how to actually connect it to the road afterwards as well. That was gonna be very expensive. It's gonna be very, very expensive. There we go. So some of these things we will be auto-building. I'm just planning for now, which is why I'm not setting it to auto-build. Got a better spot over here, it looks like. But we could be nudging this around for hours. Pop you down over there, alright? So that's gonna be our gravel quarry. And from there, a road shall extend. All mud roads for now. Too steep, of course. Okay, yeah. Not a problem. Gonna cancel you. And gonna go ahead and level the train average. Not having these free bulldozers and stuff is gonna be very expensive very quickly. Especially early on. Too steep of a descent still, really. Come on now. Surely we've got this. Still too steep of a descent. Okay, I guess I just have to do it piecemeal. Nah, that's funky. Especially that last bit. Let's cancel that. See if we can't flatten this up a little bit. No, son, stay up. Stay up, son. Son, god damn it. Don't go away. I need you. Go ahead and average this a bit more. See if that works. Too steep. Raise this train a little bit. It's definitely some really funky pathing over here. Oh wow, now we've just lost it all. Alright, let's do this. Surely that's gonna bring us back to where we were? No, no it's not. Why would it? Why would it? How is this still too steep? Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on there. Alright, back to putting you down again. So gravel quarry. Go ahead and get you over here. Oh, there goes the sun. There goes the sun. Go ahead and flatten. Perfect. Don't auto build, please. Okay, we'll drop you down like so. We'll wait for the sun to come up. We'll wait for the sun to come up. Though I just want to check really quickly if we are able to get the mud road. No. Okay, a little bit. Little by little. Little by little. Come on. Ooh. Hello. Okay, kind of wonky at the end there. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Too steep. Come on now. Nah, that's not perfect. I don't know if we'll get perfection over here. Oh. You know what? That might be as close as we'll get to perfection. Not that... I don't know if you can even see it. But I'm fine with that for now. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and double check our trains and stuff. I guess that's good stuff to do at night, is like seeing how our trains are doing. Lots of passengers waiting over here. All being picked up, hopefully. Yeah. We've got a good flow over here, I think. We're about to leave, and just in time, the tram's about to arrive to pick people up to go to Rostinsky. Moving pretty smoothly there. Over here, construction is progressing. Good, good, good. Very good. And over here, how are we looking? Pretty good. It's a pretty active city. I mean, I don't know, town, village. I don't know what you would call something like this. Just like an attachment, like a small development, probably made by the people that, well, it's the government that runs all this, sorry. I was gonna say probably made by the people that own all the industry here, and I was like, wait a second. Look at that. Topped up on plastics. We should probably export some of it. 12 tons of plastic is how much money? 12 tons. Oh, we got 10 tons is already... Oh my god. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and ship it out. Let's go ahead and ship it out. No, it should be an open hull, I imagine. No, covered hull for plastics? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and get you, your 4 tons. Go ahead and pause it for a second. Otherwise, the other side of the river will never get done if we keep going that slowly. I guess 4 tons at a time is what it's going to be. Alright, sorry about that edit there, folks. Seems as though my building is about to start a fire alarm test, so I might actually call this episode slightly short. I would hate to do that, though. I would hate to do that, so let's see if we can't get it all done today. It's so annoying. It's like we're just like, what, 10 minutes short of finishing this episode? But the fire alarm tests go on for a while. I might just separate this recording session into multiple parts because, yeah, working like this is going to be very difficult. Ah, goddamn, I want to make so much more progress today. All right, let's see what we can get done before it gets very difficult for me to record. So we've got our gravel quarry over here. And that's going to take stuff into this processing plant. All right, we've got this road over here, which I could probably put down, yeah, something like this. We're going to be spending so much money on terrain flattening. But this minimizes the distance we have to travel, and if I have more quarries up over here, they can just connect up there, right? That sounds wise to me. That sounds reasonable to me. Let's go ahead and auto build. Got my in despair. And do that. Keep time moving forward as well. The problem here is connecting to the road. I don't know if this is too steep. Ah, bingo. I do know. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Let's see. If we can flatten this, right? Do something like that. Let's see. Let's see. How do we want to play this? I'd like it to look nice, obviously. I want this to look like a very organized and planned out city, you know, unlike my first ones. They were, let's be honest, they're a bit of a mess. A bit of a mess. That's what happens when you're planning your first city. Alright, this should be good. Go ahead and get our processing plant. I want it to be a bit lower, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of you a little bit. Up there. Oh, need flat terrain. Just complaining about the terrain up there, I think. I set you down like this. Examples of infrastructure. A little bit further up. Okay, gotta flatten the terrain up there. Now we can get a little bit closer. Sure, so we do something like this, right? Okay. Again, I do want to avoid that really overly plateaued kind of look, and we're starting to get that already. No! I auto-built that. God damn it. God damn it. This is what I whatever, it's partly built. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. We'll deal with that. I guess we've invested in this now. I need to pay a lot more attention to that as I'm doing this. Or I need to just get one of my construction offices to stop doing construction. God damn, that's unfortunate. Anyway, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. So, we've got gravel. What does gravel get used for? Because from these three, one is going to go into storage, right? And then the rest are going to be used for, let's see, gravel processing, large aggregate storage. Probably put the large aggregate storage like down over here or something. Down over here. It's crazy how big some of these buildings, how much bigger they are than you kind of think. They want to have warehouses over here, like road warehouses and train warehouses can be kept separate, I suppose. Losing my voice over here. I put you down like so. Again, this is mostly just planning, so I can go ahead. I don't mind spending a little bit of money. Come on. There we go. There we do something like that. So from here we connect to there. This is our large aggregate storage. What else needs gravel? What else needs gravel? The cement silo, I believe. Was it the concrete plant needs gravel and cement to make. Hold on. Starting to lose track of everything. Starting to lose track of everything. Let's see. Up over here, we've got the cement plant, which needs gravel and coal. And that makes cement. Right. And then we've got the concrete plant, which needs gravel and cement. Okay. We can do all that up over here. So gravel is being put into this large aggregate storage, which has how many outputs? It's got 4 outputs, was it? Yeah. So our concrete plant and our... what was our cement plant? This is where... like, okay, where are you? Were you in various industries or construction related? God, there we go. It's just, why is it spread out like that? Okay, so you need gravel and cement. So first we need to actually make the cement, which is back over where? Here? Cement plant. Okay. Gravel and coal. You're massive too. You are a huge, huge building. And you don't have any output that isn't a factory output, okay. Not really the most convenient layout. I'll have to sort this out, folks. Let's see, if I put you down somewhere like over here, and again, like, as much as I say I don't mind spending this money, it does bother me that some of it's going to be certainly wasted. Right, if I go ahead and put you down over here. Now we've got gravel, or rather stone, being quarried, being turned into gravel, and that gravel is being put in the aggregate storage, and it's being sent to the cement plant to make cement. But the cement plant also requires coal, if I recall correctly. If I recall correctly, let's see. Cement, 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 cement. Oh, there's the concrete plant. Where was I looking earlier? Anyway, doesn't matter. So you need gravel and cement. So you'd probably be best off somewhere over here. Trying to figure out how this all will connect is its own nightmare, I think is the word I'm going for. Oops, still need... So let's go ahead and do something like that. Looks like the fire alarm testing was short this time around. Can't complain. Go ahead and drop you down like so. Okay. We've got gravel coming through like this, we've got cement coming through like this, and you're making concrete. Yes. Right, you're a concrete plant, you make concrete. I do not need the silo for storage. We'll just make it go smoothly through. I don't see the need for a silo because we're not going to be exporting from here. Then from here, this is like all of our construction material. We also need coal to come in over here. So where can we get coal? I'm pretty sure we can get coal over here. Coal ore, I mean. Don't tell me there's no coal to be found over here. Ah, seemingly no. It's like, what, all the way down here? Yikes, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a no. It's gonna be a no on the coal, so that's fine. We can import coal. Not everything has to be mined here. Let's see. Not even over here. Yeah, there's a little bit over here. Well, there's a fair bit over here. I shouldn't say a little bit, but we'll need that for our, other stuff. No, nothing over here. I mean, there's a little bit over here, it seems. You can see the very low quality source here. But at that point, we might as well import it, I think. Sure, so we'll be importing coal to make the concrete down here, unfortunately. Or, again, we can ship the coal down either by truck or by train, probably by truck, because we've got plenty of coal. So that's something to consider. Tracks are making progress and all. Okay, cool. So, alright. But that is going to come from where? From the aggregate storage? If it's coming from the aggregate storage, then I need to have the trains offload. I really need to plan what's coming from where over here. I think I'm jumping the gun maybe a little bit. I think I'm jumping the gun. If you could just minimize... Why can't I... There we go. God damn. Okay, there we go. Okay. Tremendous amounts of lag right now. Not exactly sure why. Guessing it has something to do with the minimap. Couldn't even hit spacebar to pause it. Alright, you know what, folks? We are about 30 seconds out from the hour mark as far as my timer is telling me over here on OBS. So I'm going to actually call it a very laggy session over here. And what this session has taught me, if anything, is that I need to really figure out... I was all gung-ho about our expansion down south over here, which I still am. I'm still super excited for it, obviously. But I just realized that I need to do some serious soul searching about where the materials are coming from. Do we want to get concrete? Let's see. We're getting gravel. We can make concrete and cement down here. We don't need cement per se. We need concrete. So gravel's coming through. With that and the cement, we can make concrete. We can use that same gravel to also make some other stuff. This is way too laggy to navigate the menus and stuff. So I'm going to have to sit down and take a look at all the systems and how they might come together. If you have any suggestions, as always, they're very welcome in the comments down below. Do keep them coming. Let me know your thoughts, your suggestions, your feelings about everything we did today. I feel like we made some good progress overall. Trainwreck is up and running, and the nation continues to grow across the river. Folks, as always, if you had a good time, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes a very big difference in how I approach content on this channel. A massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis, and a big ol' thanks, of course, goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, до свидания.